Devin, I want to know what's going on, and I want to know right now.
I was about to ask you the same question. We were about to get going, but then all of a sudden you ran off somewhere. What gives?
Don't give me that. This is supposed to be our honeymoon. But now I find out you're bringing your ex-girlfriend along with us? Are you out of your mind?
Oh, come on. Really? That's what you're so upset about? Why do you care if she comes along? This is just a marriage of convenience anyway.
Yeah, one more thing. You're gonna have to watch her kids for us.
Don't pretend like you don't know. It's obvious that you don't love me and I don't love you.
Devin, how could you say that?
Because it's true. We've been together for a long time now, and yet we haven't been together one single time. I mean, a guy can only get turned down so many times before he starts to question how much his girl really likes him.
But Devin, we talked about this. I told you that I wanted to wait until I got married to, be with a guy. I know it might seem old-fashioned to you, but it's very important to me. I thought you understood that and were willing to wait for me.
Yeah, I know that's the excuse you were using to not sleep with me, but I thought you understood that I was only saying that to make you feel better about,
No, Devin, I don't know. What were you trying to make me feel better about? I genuinely have no idea.
Are you really gonna make me say it? Fine. I wanted to make you feel better about the fact that you didn't love me because you can't love me. You don't like guys. And I mean, whatever, that's your thing. Do I wish you would have told me sooner? Yeah, but it's not like we were both out there looking to get married. We got set up on a date and just kind of went along with the motions. Again, I thought we were on the same page about this. This way, my parents will shut up about me not settling down, and it'll help you keep your thing under wraps.
You think No way. You cannot be serious.
Look at a calendar and tell me what year it is. A woman in this day and age waiting until marriage? I can't believe I fell for it as long as I did. I know what you are, and again, I'm fine with it. You don't need to hide it. You can keep on using me as a cover story and an ATM machine, and I'll keep on using you as a free maid service.
Maid service?
Yeah, see? Neither of us have anything to hide anymore. It's all out in the open. Don't worry, I won't try to convert you or anything. I don't need your love anyway. I have Morgan, and she's enough for me.
I don't understand, Devin.
Yeah, I didn't think you would. Morgan and I are real soulmates. I knew from the moment we met that we were meant to be together forever. Like, you didn't think I proposed going on a honeymoon for your sake, did you? Nah, I was only thinking about making sure me and Morgan could have as much fun as possible. What's the point of going on a honeymoon for a marriage of convenience anyway? Oh, and by the way, she has kids, so you should have a ton of fun with them.
Devin, I have no idea how you got that crazy idea in your head, but it isn't true. I was never looking for a marriage of convenience.
What's the matter? Are your parents reading this over your shoulder or something? What are you trying to hide at this point? I'll bet they already know.
You're making me babysit for you?
Yeah, duh. Who else is gonna do it? I sure as hell won't. Don't forget, I'm the one who's paying for the house that you're gonna live in from now on. I'm not gonna give you room and board for free. You gotta earn your keep. And while it may just be a marriage of convenience, legally, I'm still your husband, and that means what I say goes. Seriously, though, relax already. You're gonna love it. I mean, think about it. They could make a sitcom out of this stuff. A guy's ex-girlfriend and her kids coming along on the honeymoon. Just the thought of it is hysterical.
Well, I'm glad you're laughing because I'm definitely not.
Oh, for the love of God, Chastity, would you lighten up already? Now come out of the room. Let's go have some fun. Don't run away and hide like a spoiled child. Oh, and we're not going to wait up for you, by the way.
Chastity, I am so sorry for this. Please believe me, I had no idea this was going to happen. You don't need to feel bad, Morgan. It's not your fault. You didn't even know he was my husband. I know, but still. Your husband passed away so recently that I felt like sending you a picture of my fiancé would be painful for you, so I never sent any. And we didn't have a ceremony either. We just went and eloped today. So there was no way you could have known. I'm guessing he never told you that this was supposed to be our honeymoon either, did he? No, I had no idea. If I had known what this really was, I would have turned him down instantly. You know what he told me? He told me that a friend won tickets to go on a trip through a contest, but they had a few tickets left and no one else could come. So he invited me and my kids along to fill the gap. Plus his friend was supposed to be coming along, so I didn't expect that we'd actually be alone any of the time. And he also said that friend had agreed to look after the kids, so I could have some well-deserved me time. Ah, that friend of his would be me, I presume. Please, Chastity, you have to believe me. I had no idea you two were married. I thought he was inviting me as a friend. I will never let anything like this happen again, okay? I am going to block Devin's number, delete his name from my contacts, and never talk to him again. Thanks for that, Morgan. You're a good friend. I hope you know that I'm not angry at you at all. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't you and the kids go enjoy yourselves? I bet they've been looking forward to this trip. Oh, Chastity, oh, you poor thing. No, don't feel bad for me either. In fairness, it's kind of true that I never really loved Devin all that much. We were set up together and we hadn't been dating for all that long when we decided to get married. I think we both were rushing into marriage because of the pressure we were feeling from our friends and families. But even still, I did want to marry him. I was trying my best to fall in love with him and make him fall in love with me. I was hoping that we could use this honeymoon as an opportunity to bond together as a couple for the first time. I guess I just didn't realize that Devin never had any intentions of loving me. Chastity, you need to ditch this guy right away. You think so? Of course I do. This may not mean much coming from me since I used to date him, but he is one of the most self-centered, egotistical guys I've ever met. Sure, he's a pretty handsome guy, but that's all on the outside. On the inside, he is rotten to the core. He's a real womanizer and a misogynist to boot. He's convinced that every woman he meets wants to get with him. He's an immature man-child who's never grown up, a perpetual college frat boy chasing girls around all the time. You don't need to get hurt for his sake any more than you already have. I know you said this isn't my fault, but you're wrong. I still feel like I could have done something to prevent this. I must have missed some obvious signs. And so I want to help you in any way that I can. Don't worry, Chastity, I'm on your side till the very end. Morgan, thank you so much, but I honestly don't know what I should do now. If you were interested in hearing it, I have a little plan in mind that might just teach him a lesson he'll never forget. You in? Let's hear your plan, Morgan. All right, so here's what we'll do.
Yo, Chastity, you still in there pouting? Come on out and have some fun. Me and Morgan are having a great time.
I guess you really aren't going to apologize, huh?
Apologize? What for? It's not my fault you decided to lock yourself inside and have a tantrum like an 8-year-old. Oh, and I just now found out that the two of you were actually friends. That's crazy! Like, what are the odds? Really, though, you make such a decent maid, but you can't even look after a couple kids for us? How much work could they possibly be?
Despite what you think of me, I am not a maid, Devin, not for you or for anyone else.
Well, for all intents and purposes, yeah, you are!
You really don't even see me as your wife, do you? I'll only ever be a maid to you. I can admit that if you asked me if I loved you, I would have to say no. But I tried my hardest to love you, and I wanted you to love me. But if you're not even going to treat me as your wife, then I don't think I can handle being with you anymore.
And you don't think of me as your husband, so I don't get what your deal is. You didn't think that one out, did ya?
Whatever, it's clear that you're not going to believe me no matter what I say. So I'm giving up on trying to love you right here and now. I will not stand for the humiliation you have subjected me to today.
What's going on with you? Like, what are you even talking about right now? This is the cringiest speech I've ever heard.
Yeah, I had a feeling you'd say something like that. In any case, I will never forgive you for this.
Okay, ask me if I care. Anyway, I'm done talking to you, Mrs. Buzzkill. I'm gonna go back to having fun. You just stay holed up in the hotel room. Oh, and try to keep your eyes on the kids, will ya? Me and Morgan are going to a restaurant now, so you should probably think about getting her Rugrats something to eat, too.
I'm already back home, Devin.
Wait, what? Chastity, would you please answer my calls?
No. If you want to say something to me, you can say it by text.
You're so impossible. When is our flight home? You up and left without even telling me our flight numbers or schedule. How are we supposed to make any plans over here if we don't know our schedule? You're the one who did the booking with the travel agent, and you had the only copy of the itinerary.
You want to know when your return flight is? Well, too bad I can't tell you.
What? First you lock yourself in your room, now you're refusing to tell me when my flight is? God, you're such a child, Chastity.
I can't tell you because there is no return flight.
What? What do you mean?
You had me only get one-way tickets. You said we would decide when we come back home after we got here. I decided to leave yesterday. But I only got a ticket for myself. You'll have to book a return flight on your own.
You have gotta be kidding me! That's it? You're just gonna leave us high and dry like this?
Devin, please, you're a grown man. I think you can handle getting on a plane without me holding your hand. And as for Morgan and her kids, you're the one who invited them, so you'd better pay for their return trip, too.
Who do you think you are, huh? All you are is a lousy maid, and you think you can tell me how I should spend my money?
There you go again, calling me your maid. I really was a fool. I should have noticed way sooner that you were only using me. I went to all the trouble of planning a fun honeymoon for us, and then what did you do? You invited your ex-girlfriend along and stuck me with watching her kids. And now that you've had your fun, you want me to bail you out of the mess you made and get you a ticket home. How selfish can you be?
Not as selfish as a certain someone who only has a place to live because I pay for it.
You know, Devin, I thought that this honeymoon would have been a chance for us to grow closer.
Huh?
That's why I offered to plan it myself. I put a lot of special surprises for you in our itinerary. I was planning to celebrate your birthday with you at the restaurant last night. I even ordered a special cake to be delivered to our table for dessert. But that was all a waste of my time and effort. I thought that if we had some fun together, then we could close some of the distance between us. But I guess I was an idiot for that, too.
Wait, you really did all that for me?
That's right. Even if we didn't have love at first sight, we could still work on it together. Or so I thought. Now I realize that was all my imagination running away with me. So I am done with you, Devin. I'm not trying anymore. This is goodbye.
What the? Hold on. You mean to tell me that you're really not,
No, I'm not a lesbian, Devin. Good grief.
Well, why didn't you tell me all of that if that's really how you feel? I'm not some kind of psychic. If you don't tell me how you feel, then I'll never be able to know how you feel. This is all your fault for not being more forthcoming about your feelings. God damn it, this sucks! Chastity, get on a plane and come back here right now!
I don't want to. Even if I did, are you telling me you're going to pay for my ticket?
You can pay for it yourself.
Okay, then I'm not coming. And why should I go anyway?
Because I told you to. End of story.
Sorry, that's not going to cut it. Use your words, Devin.
I'm stuck looking after Morgan's 4 snot-nosed brats, that's why. I need you to come down here and help me with them.
It's just a couple of kids. How much trouble could they be?
Wait a second. Isn't that...
That's right. It's exactly what you said to me. I guess it might not be quite as easy to look after 4 kids as you thought, huh? And think about it this way. Morgan takes care of those kids every day by herself. Meanwhile, you can't even handle them for one afternoon.
That's not a fair comparison. She's their mom. I'm a total stranger.
Yeah, you are, and so am I. You didn't care that I was a stranger to them when you pushed them onto me.
But you're a woman. Kids listen to women. Anyway, I'm sick and tired of these kids. She told me to take them to the pool, and so I did. I figured I could relax while they swam, right? But no, they keep yelling at me to play with them. I try to tell them to shut up because they're disturbing the other guests, but they won't listen to me. I'm at my wit's end. And the worst part is that Morgan is so busy doing crowd control on her kids that she isn't paying any attention to me.
What were you expecting to happen? When parents take their kids on vacation, they have to be looking after them the whole time. The kids always come first, no matter what. That's what a vacation with kids is like. Plus, it was a long plane ride to get there, and that's really hard on younger kids especially. That's why Morgan wanted to make sure the kids had as much fun as possible to make it worth the trip. So, yeah, I'm afraid that Morgan just isn't going to have much time for you. Get it? You're the one who dragged her and her kids into this, so you owe it to them to make sure they enjoy themselves. You're just going to have to take responsibility for what you did.
You don't get to bark orders at me like this. I'm the one who gets to boss you around, and I demand that you come here and help me.
Sorry, but I'm resigning my position as your maid.
You what? What's the matter with you? I just got back from our honeymoon and you're nowhere to be found. Not only that, you left a stack of divorce papers on the table? Where are you? Get back here right now. You have housework to do.
I am never going to your house ever again. I am not your maid and I never will be. If you want one, go and hire one. Since that's your house and I'm divorcing you, I don't have any right to live there anymore, so I'm leaving.
I don't remember giving you my permission to leave me.
I don't recall needing your permission. I am divorcing you, Devin. Oh, and I'm not doing any property division with you, by the way.
I'm not letting you leave me until you pay me what you owe me.
Excuse me? What do I owe you?
Are you stupid? I paid for my plane ticket home and the hotel stay. Until you pay me back every cent I spent on that stuff, I will not consent to a divorce.
Why should I pay for that? It was your plane ticket, wasn't it? I already paid for my own. You were free to come home whenever you felt like it. Plus, I never actually spent a night in the hotel. Only you, Morgan, and her kids stay there. So I don't see any reason why I should pay for either.
Stop back-talking and pay me what you owe me. You wanted to go on this honeymoon, didn't you? You might see me as nothing but an ATM, but you're wrong. I'm a human being. I don't have to stand for this kind of unfair treatment.
Again, with the ATM thing, what makes you think I need you for money? I make more money than you.
You do?
Don't you remember I told you this on our first date? The reason I've had so much trouble finding a husband is because I work so much. So no, I don't need to use you as an ATM. Why would I need someone who makes less money than me to finance my lifestyle?
No way! I don't believe it.
I told you all about this. I don't know why you're shocked. I guess whatever I say to you goes in one ear and out the other. Anyway, we actually do have some money issues to talk about, so we're going to have that conversation very soon.
You're suing me? You can't do that! I haven't done anything to you that you can sue me for.
Intentional infliction of emotional distress. Look it up. Your cruel, abusive language caused our divorce, so yes, I can sue you. You told me you saw me as nothing but a maid, accused me of being a lesbian just because I wanted to wait until we were married, and to top it all off, you told me that you and your ex-girlfriend were soulmates. No decent human being would ever talk to their wife like that.
But I told you that was because you weren't being honest with me. You never told me how you felt about me. That's basically fraud. Maybe I should sue you.
Nice try, but no, I told you that you were wrong about me. But no matter what I said, you just dismissed it offhand.
I don't remember it that way.
Wow, that's a very convenient memory you have. You magically forget all the details that don't reflect well on you. And let's not forget the way you were pressuring me to sleep with you. I was clear that I wanted to wait until we got married, but you kept inviting me to your house late at night and offering me drink after drink after drink. It was obvious what you were trying to do, and I was honestly a bit scared. If that's the way you treated me before we were married, how were you going to treat me afterward? I don't think it's unreasonable to have my own fiancé and husband respect my wishes.
Whatever, I'm still not going to agree to divorce you. I'm not signing anything you send me, no matter what you say, and until I do, we're still married.
Okay, I'll just have to sue you for divorce then too.
You're gonna sue me again?
You've left me no choice. We can't come to terms on an amicable divorce, so we'll have to have the courts mediate for us. If you don't want that to happen, then sign the papers I sent you right now.
Wait, I deserve to have a say in this too, don't I? You're not listening to me!
Have you ever listened to a word I've said? No, you have not, so I don't owe you any such courtesy. Hey, Devin, did the wire transfer go through? Is the money in your account?
Yeah, I just checked, it's there. You didn't need to do that, though. I'm the one that invited you.
Nah, I insist.
You really are a good gal, you know that, Morgan? I wish chastity would take a page or two out of your book.
What's that supposed to mean?
You wouldn't believe what a little brat she's being right now. She's crazy bitter about everything. She never loved me once, but now all of a sudden she's like, "You never cared about me. You never loved me." Meh. She's absolutely hysterical.
I don't think she's hysterical. Her reaction is completely understandable.
You're joking.
No, I'm serious. She was your wife, even if only for a few days, and yet you had fallen for another woman. Without even telling the other woman you were married, might I add. Who would want to stay in a relationship with a guy like you? I sure don't. I'm never speaking to you again.
What? Hold on, why are you saying that?
You know that Chastity and I are friends, right?
Well, yeah, I just found out the other day at the hotel.
We're more than that, though. We've been best friends since middle school. We haven't spoken as much to each other since I had my kids, though. I was busy taking care of them and she was busy working, so imagine my position. I may not have known about the situation, but the fact remains that I crashed my own best friend's honeymoon. And it's all your fault.
My fault, but...
You haven't changed a bit, have you? You're just as much of a narcissistic creep as you've always been. When you contacted me the other day, I thought maybe you had grown up a little bit, but no, you're the same child that you were when I broke up with you. All you think about is yourself and your own satisfaction. You don't care one bit about anyone else. You even ditched your own wife for another woman. Obviously, she was going to divorce you for that. I don't want a vile creature like you around my kids. You're just going to be a bad influence on them. So never contact me again. Do you hear me?
Morgan, wait. You can't just cut me off like that. Let's talk about this, okay? Morgan! Morgan! Morgan, where did you go? I just stopped by your house, but it's totally empty.
I moved.
You did? Where to?
As if I'm going to tell my stalker where he can find me.
Stalker?
You've been coming by my house every single day. You even waited for me outside my kids' elementary school. I told you in no uncertain terms to knock it off. You were scaring my kids. I checked my security camera and you've been walking by the house in the middle of the night too. That was what made me get a restraining order against you, which I know you've been informed about.
Look, this is all one big misunderstanding. All I'm trying to do is talk to you so I can tell you my side of the story.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't want to hear your side of the story, you creepy stalker. And just so you know, I already called the police about you.
You did?
You violated the restraining order, you moron. That's a crime. Now never come near me or my kids again, scumbag.
This is unfair. You're not listening to me. None of this is my fault. I'm innocent. Come on, Morgan. Let's meet up and talk things over. Don't ignore me. Chastity, would you please just come home already? The place is falling apart without you around to take care of things. I've practically run out of clothes because you're not doing my laundry.
What are you saying that to me for? Shouldn't you be begging Morgan to help you? After all, the two of you are soulmates, right? Seriously, Morgan dumps you and then you immediately come crawling back to me? You must have absolutely no sense of shame at all.
Hey, how did you find out about that?
We're best friends, moron. We talk to each other all the time. The first thing any girl does when she breaks up with a loser is tell her best friend about it. I also heard that your house has become something out of one of those hoarder shows on TV. The neighbors aren't too happy about it either. How many times have you had the city code enforcers tell you to do something about the awful smell?
Oh, so you do know how things are going for me. Now hurry up, get over here, and do something about it.
That's your house and you're a grown man. If anyone needs to do something about it, it's you.
You don't understand. That sort of work is beneath a guy like me. I made my own money, bought my own house, and got my own wife. I already put in all the work I need to do. Now somebody needs to do some work for me for a change.
Really, Devin? You're not worth anyone's time or effort.
I don't want to hear that from someone like you. You probably moved back into your parents' house so you can mooch from them for the rest of your life.
I bought my own house and I'm living there by myself.
You what?
I wasn't about to move back in with my parents at my age. That would be too embarrassing. So I bought my own house.
I don't believe it. I didn't know you had that kind of money.
I mean, I didn't pay for it in cash. I had to take out a loan, just like nearly all the other people who buy houses. But unlike you, I don't think the fact that I bought my own house makes me better than anyone else. Buying a house just means you're in a financial position that you can afford to pay your mortgage every month. It's impressive, yeah, especially in this economy, but that doesn't give anyone the right to lord it over other people. It most certainly doesn't entitle you to treat your wife like a maid.
Yes, it does.
Okay, then if we were married, but living in a house that I bought, would that make it okay for me to treat you like my manservant?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought you'd say. Until you understood the reason why your worldview is wrong, you're going to be very, very lonely. And honestly, you're probably going to be lonely even if you one day come to understand.
Everything. I lost everything. My house. My beautiful house. The house I worked so hard for. The house I was going to spend my life in. It's gone.
Yeah, I heard about it on the news. I don't know what you were expecting when you had all that garbage piled up in your house. The house was a total loss, huh? I'm glad that the fire didn't spread to any of the houses next door, though. But yeah, it's like you said, you really did lose everything.
This can't be happening to me. What am I supposed to do from now on?
Well, there's the rest of the mortgage that you need to pay off, then the settlement from my lawsuit for intentional infliction of emotional distress. And you also have to pay a fine and damages to Morgan for violating her restraining order. So I guess you're supposed to pay off your debts from now on. I do pity you, but it's simply the truth that anyone who gets involved with you becomes miserable. The best thing for you to do is to shoulder that burden alone and never drag anyone else down with you.
No, I don't want to be alone. I want you, Chastity. I want to be with you.
I can't be with you, Devin. You were right, I didn't love you because I can't love you. You're utterly unlovable. Devin wasn't being dramatic when he said he lost everything. He genuinely did lose everything. All of his cash, credit cards, ATM cards, bank books, appliances, electronics, valuables, everything went up in smoke. However, while he was unable to access his bank account, his automatic payments to me, the bank, and Morgan continued. Then, once the very last cent in his bank account was taken out, it was official. Devin literally had nothing. Granted, he does have a job, but given all the chaos in his personal life, he hasn't really been able to put his heart into it lately. His productivity has plummeted, and whatever little work he does get finished is riddled with mistakes. His colleagues are getting sick of him, and he might not have a place in that company for much longer. He used to think pretty highly of himself, even claiming that I only thought of him as an ATM. But now, ironically, he can't even use an ATM anymore. As for me, I'm finally getting accustomed to my new solo life in my new house. Ever since the whole fiasco with the honeymoon, I've started talking with Morgan just about as much as we used to in the good old days. She and her kids come over pretty often to spend time with me, so even though I may be living alone, I don't really feel lonely at all. I may have failed at finding love, which is unfortunate, but, there's more to life than romance. What I'd like to do now is learn to stop living for other people and find a way to live what's mine and mine alone.